What is going, guys? It is Robbie T here, and today we are here with episode number 6 of season 1 of our F1 Season Challenge Championship Series. Today we're here for the Brazilian Grand Prix, and if you missed the last episode, then do check it out after you've seen this one or before you've seen this one, because it was a pretty interesting race. I'm not going to spoil it, but let's go on for this race anyway and see what we can do against our rival Michael Schumacher. Let's see what we can do. Oh, I see. So we've got a wet qualifying here for the Brazilian Grand Prix. The first wet session of the season, I think, which is very interesting in my part. And here we go in our glorious Sauber, trying to see where we can qualify on the grid. And while we're doing this qualifying lap, I just want to tell you guys, I am so sorry for a lack of uploads recently. I've had college working away. I've had a few issues with my laptop. I've had so many issues lately, all over the place, so I can only apologise. I'll try my best to get uploads more frequently each week for you guys. But anyway, let's get on to this qualifying lap now, and we were purple in the first sector there, so it was a very good first sector from us. But as you can see, we've got Lewis Hamilton just ahead of us in qualifying as we come through towards the second sector now. Nice sequence of corners through here. You really have to use the turning of these cars to get straight onto the inside curbs, and then on the exits it will help you gain a lot of time throughout each of these areas of the track. As now we're coming towards the final corner now. Well, technically it is the final corner. There's actually one corner after that, which is like a very small curve. But anyway, we actually lost a bit of time there after making a little bit of an error in that corner, and now we're gaining on Hamilton throughout this straight. We're slipstreaming him, it looks like, as we come across the line. Where are we going to qualify for the Brazilian Grand Prix? It is 5th place. Not too bad at all. We finished ahead of our rival Michael Schumacher. He's in 6th place, and that was a good qualifying. I don't think we could have done any better than that. We were 2.5 tenths off, so that's pretty good in my case. We've got McLaren 1-2 with Hamilton on pole ahead of Jenson Button. That's crucial for the championship because Hamilton is behind Alonso in the standings. So this is a big chance for McLaren to take points away from Ferrari in this race. So let's see what we can do in the race. Okay, here we are for the race here for the Brazilian Grand Prix. And I have no idea how this race is going to go. We're just going to see if we can get another good result, because in the last race, I'm not going to spoil it, but I will say one thing: we had a bit of a mare of a race from start to finish, so hopefully in this race we're able to come back with a vengeance. So there's the grid for you. Hamilton on pole ahead of Button, and Alonso, the championship leader, Fernando Alonso is actually. I don't know how many points he is ahead of Hamilton and the rest of the pack. I need to double check that in the standings after the race. But anyway, without further ado, let's get on with this race for the Brazilian Grand Prix and see how we do. So we have Lewis Hamilton on pole position ahead of his teammate Jenson Button. There's us in P5. Michael Schumacher, our rival, in 6th place. And our teammate Sergio Checo Perez, one of our favourite drivers, down the field below the top 10. So not good qualifying from, well, I think below the top 10. Anyway, never mind about that. We're getting ready for the race for the Brazilian Grand Prix, round number 6 of the season. And we are away, and it's a very good start from us. In fact, also from Sebastian Vettel, not such a good for Alonso. Vettel down the inside of Alonso into turn 1. Also the two McLarens getting close. Hamilton, not a great start at all. He's been under pressure from getting under pressure from Jenson Button. I can't get my words through, but anyway, we're down to P6 now. Schumacher rather overtaking us. We've got to get him back. We're also on the slipstream of Fernando Alonso, the championship leader. Can we overtake him? Not quite. Schumacher down the inside of us. We're going to go right around the outside of our rival. We're not going to give him much room on the exit. Actually backs out anyway, so we're up into P5, back to where we were in qualifying. But now we're up behind Fernando Alonso. Let's see if we can take the Ferrari man. Meanwhile, I think Jenson Button has taken the lead of the race. So Hamilton lost it off pole position. I don't really care really, because I'm not a Hamilton fan. Don't hate me in the comments, but I don't like Hamilton that much anyway, so if someone overtakes him, it doesn't bother me. Anyway, enough rambling on. We need to overtake these drivers here. We got Fernando Alonso and Sebastian Vettel right in our sights. As for two McLarens, I think they're going to run away with this race. They're were massively quick in qualifying compared to the rest of the season. I've never seen McLaren so strong at a circuit on this game in quite a long time, so this is the perfect condition for the McLaren to really stretch its legs and pull away from everyone else. So I think P3 is the best we can do in this race for the moment. But Alonso, meanwhile, is catching up to Vettel. He's going to go to the outside. Vettel blocks him in towards turn 1. And Alonso can't get the move done. Can we try and capitalise on any mistakes that these drivers make? We're not far behind them. So I really think we have a chance of getting up into P4 and P3 at least. Alonso tries again right outside Sebastian Vettel, but once again he can't make the move stick. This is frustrating for the World Championship leader of this season. He needs to get past that German as quickly as possible, but we are catching him as well. So let's get on with lap number 2 then. And Alonso might have a good run round the outside once again. He can't make the move stick. Vettel blocks him off, and also makes a mistake. Big slide for the championship leader. And it's a crucial mistake by him. And the Ferrari man's under pressure from us now. We're right in the slipstream. Going to use lots of curves. Because remember, there's no DRS in the wet. And we go to the outside of the championship leader. Can we make this work? Round the outside. This will be brave if we can take this round the outside on the curb. Alonso gives us the room. He backs out of it. And we have overtaken Alonso for 4th place. That was a great overtake. I wouldn't have done it any better if I tried that again. And that is a critical move for the championship, because with Hamilton in P2, Alonso off the podium, Hamilton be gaining points on the Ferrari man. So let's see what will happen here. We make a slight mistake there towards the end of lap number 3. Get my words through. But anyway, towards the end of lap number 3, we are catching Vettel now. Let's see if we can make the move stick. We're in the slipstream of the German. Can we try anything? Round turn 1. Not quite yet. No way I'm going to get on the brakes in the wet conditions from there. Maybe in the dry I could have dived it, but not in the wet, because on this game, in the wet conditions, you can spin out very easily compared to the dry. As we're trying to overtake Sebastian Vettel round the outside. Don't think there's enough room there. We try it, but there's not enough grip. Purple sector for the first sector, so we're definitely quicker than the German here, and our podium is looking good. This is great pace in the wet conditions from this Sauber. I did not expect to be this quick in conditions that I don't really like much on the F1 games. And now towards the end of lap number 4, we've definitely got around Sebastian Vettel now. The Red Bull's slower than the Sauber in a straight line, even in the wet conditions. Can we go around the outside? We tap his tyre just a little bit. That makes him squirm. We go right round the outside onto the curb. And that's a great overtake up into P3 on the final lap of the race. And I had to make that work. And actually, Alonso is now ahead of Sebastian Vettel. I don't think I made much contact with him. So now Alonso back into 4th place. So he's gained more points on Hamilton in the championship. So, round the final corner now. Onto the final on straight. We can see Hamilton in the distance, but unfortunately, the two McLarens have been in a class of their own in this race. Round the final corner now. Jenson Button wins his first race of the season. Great result for the Brits. Hamilton second to make a McLaren 1-2. And we're going to come through for an excellent 3rd position in conditions that I would not expect to get a podium at. And that says something for the championship. Okay, here are the results for this Brazilian Grand Prix. Jenson Button wins ahead of Lewis Hamilton to make it a McLaren 1-2. Dominant McLaren 1-2, in fact, to be honest. With us in 3rd place. Final spot on the podium. Fernando Alonso, the championship leader, only 4th place today, so that's good news for Hamilton. He'll be catching up to him in the standings. Vettel 5th, ahead of my rival Michael Schumacher, and Raikkonen, Webber, Perez and Nico Rosberg complete the top 10. You've got Massa, Senna, Hulkenberg, Maldonado, Grosjean, Verne, Di Resta, Ricciardo, Kovalainen, Peak, Glock, Petrov, De Rosa and Arthur Kane, completing the rest of the field. And now we're going to have a look at the Drivers' Championship anytime now. Sorry, that was a weird sound. Apologies about that. But here we go. Fernando Alonso. He still is the championship, but only by 10 points from Hamilton. And also Sebastian Vettel and Jenson Button only 20 points behind both of them, so they have suddenly got into this fight. Even Mark Webber's still in the fight as well, but we are dropping slightly back, 51 points behind in P6, with Raikkonen, Schumacher, Massa and Grosjean complete the top 10 the championship. As we look through the rest of the grid, our teammate Perez only 14 points, so he needs to pick up his game if he wants to catch up to us as a teammate. And the constructors wise, McLaren have a dominant lead over Red Bull and Ferrari, so not really much surprises there, and we're still in 6th place with 37 points. So that is the end of a pretty interesting Brazilian Grand Prix. Sorry that it's shorter than normal. Very uninteresting race in my opinion, apart from the overtakes we made, so I tried to make use of that. And yeah, that's the end of the video, guys. More videos coming very soon. I might even do a channel update to explain why I haven't uploaded much. I know I always do them, but I need to anyway. But anyway, like and subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.